Oh, now I can see me. Somehow I lost it. Oh, this wasn't muted. And looking at the content. Stream Manager. Okay, so I see there are 2 viewers now. Hello, welcome. I will probably start at 5 minutes past the hour. That's nearly now. I had to restart it because I didn't see um, my own stream within my browser. Um, so now we are. I think I'm properly set now. All right. Hello, everyone. This is Matthias von Hermann. I'm from Germany, and today I will show you my third level of my Dark Forces add-ons set of add-on levels named the Hoerby Trilogy. This one is part 3 now. It was released in December 1996. That is now 26, right? 26 years ago. Yes, it was released 1 year after the first level. So from first level to over second to third level, it took me 1 year, 1.5 years to be exact, including the creation, the ideas and the creation of the level, to do this whole trilogy. Yeah, let's go into the level. I can tell you today I'm using release candidate 3 of the Force engine, the wonderful app that recreates the Dark Forces engine. And I was told by the programmer Lucius that he will release a version 1.0, so the initial real release within some days. So when you check back on his site for the Force engine, you probably will see release, not only release candidates, but a real 1.0 version, a real version that hopes to be finished. So we start with Hoerby Trilogy, and within the text crawl, I will tell you something that I didn't mention when playing the first level. Here immediately you can see that the text has no anti-aliasing, anti-aliasing. I think I just didn't know at the time in the 90s that it was possible to do that, or the programs weren't capable of doing it. I don't know, I don't remember. But as I first played these levels again after 20 whatever years, I realized, oops, where is the anti-aliasing? In my Harkov level, which we will do tomorrow, there is anti-aliasing. And you read it in the text, in the crawler. I say Kyle Katarn is no Jedi yet. That is something where I kind of foreshadow that he will become a Jedi, which I didn't know at the time, because Jedi Knight wasn't, or Jedi Dark Forces 2 and Jedi Knight Academy and so on, where he becomes a Jedi, weren't about. There was no talk about it, so nobody could know that Kyle will become a Jedi. But I thought, well, he's so capable of everything. Why not at least give a hint that he might become a Jedi? So there's no information I had from LucasArts or whatsoever to hint it, but it was my idea to hint it that way. So here comes the credit scroller, which we skip now. And we started with detention base, the first level, where Kyle was detentioned or imprisoned, and he made his way out of the cell and up to the surface and to the opening where the shuttle and 2 TIE bombers were placed, because they landed there and brought him there. And then he escaped with one of the TIE bombers and landed on somewhere on the planet's surface, and made his way on the Imperial Road through several outposts, several Imperial outposts along the road. And now he ended up at TIE base, where obviously his ship, the Crow, is stationed as he read within an Imperial computer in level 2. So let's start with this one. Here it says Imperial Outpost D42, Part 3, TIE Base. Now he's at TIE Base. Darth Vader was right. The Force really is strong in you, Kyle. Again, told out of a perspective from someone who's watching it from outside and who's talking to Kyle, which still is not possible, because nobody who is able to talk to him. He's all on his own now. But yeah, it's like you are addressed in let's say in a novel. Well, you've arrived at TIE base, but the party is not over yet. All these probe and interrogation droids along the road, the Imperial Road, and the Trandoshan bounty hunter leave only one conclusion. The Imperials are after you. They want you dead or alive. So beware of more enemies ahead. But your intimate knowledge of Imperial methods really seems to help you. As far as I remember, Kyle was an Imperial guy before Dark Forces. So I put in this hint again. Mission. As the doors to TIE base are locked from inside, you have to find another way to get into this building. So have a close look at the map. That's a hint. I think in the beginning of my first level, I also put as a hint up on the screen, and which is always true for my levels. Look at the map. You will get hints from the map. Once you're inside, search for the main computer and plant a sequencer charge at it. The computer may look like this. Well, this is probably a little bit repetitive. Again, sequencer charge, and there are so many levels out there with sequencer charges. Well, it was one of the available mission goals, so I used it here. And again, I wanted to show, even within the briefing, some of the, at that time I thought, really cool level layout. It's not really clear why there is such an energy coupling or whatever it is with this cross here, looking a little bit like a Swiss flag. But I wanted him to have the main computer destroyed, whatever. Then hurry to find the Crow to escape from TIE base immediately. Good luck, and may the Force be with you. And the mission goals say: infiltrate TIE base, plant a sequencer charge at the main computer, find your ship to escape. And we start. Okay, we start where we left at the end of level 2, and as you can see, there are things lying around. There's the Trandoshan bounty hunter, a little bit looking like Bosk. I didn't want to put the name Bosk in it because because I thought, well, Bosk can't be everywhere, but maybe some other guys from this Trandoshan civilization are also bounty hunters and going around. And here on Twitch, Carpet22 says, you killed that poor defenseless Trandoshan. Well, he wasn't that defenseless. He had this concussion rifle, but at the end of my playthrough of level 2, it was really easy to kill him I don't know. It turned out I thought he was a real big threat, as well as the Dark Troopers phase 1 that I put here, and they are over there. And you see they are somehow floating above the street. I didn't put them in the right height, so they look as if they are lying on the street. They look like they're floating on above the street. That's a real fault. And you can see some of the lights here are off, are broken. I did this intentionally because within the fighting, I played a lot several times at the end of this level, and also along the road. If you have fighting with the stormtroopers that you encounter there, these lights tend to go broken because of the shooting or because of explosions from the probe droids. You see, like this. And so I thought, well, if you start where you ended, some of these lights are broken because that's what you experienced. And if you go here, suddenly there comes this message. That's where you came from. Don't you remember? That's obviously the hint. Don't go back on this Imperial Road. The entrance to everything, to the base, must be somewhere here. And if you look around, if you look at the map, there are the doors that are yellow, so they can be moved, but can't be moved from outside. I will show you. If you go there and use it, this door is locked from inside, it says. I think it says for all the doors. Let the message go away. Oh, that's a long message now. Anyway, I think it says for all of them. And if you look up there, there's a yellow part on the map that is here within the rocks. So you go up there, jump there, and you find some mines. And that answers the question people were asking for levels 1 and I think also for level 2. What if you used all your mines or all your detonators or whatever, and it depends on that you use them to go to come further within the level. There I said, well, shit happens. Then you have to start all over again. That also could happen with your ammunition. But here I thought at the very start of the level, if you depleted all the mines and all the detonators in the end fight of level 2, then you really need something to get started with. So you get some mines here. It's not so logical that the Empire leaves some mines lying around in the mountains here. And here you find an explodable part of rock. So you put a mine there and blow it open. And it's not done yet because this wall is quite thick. So you do it again. And checking the map, you have to do it again. And again. Oops, get out of here. It's a nice explosion sound, but still. And now we are in some kind of shaft. And here I really managed it to get the flickering. I don't know if you can see it on the Twitch stream here, which will be released on YouTube later, by the way. And it's also a little bit repetitive because within level... Yes, I know. Because within level 2 you also get through a mountain wall or through a rock wall into a base. I really loved it so much that I put it in there again. So now we know they saw me. I opened the metal grate here and start firing at them, hitting some of them. Oh, I have to do it a bit different. Oh, I also could do it. Oops. No. Where is it? 4, here. this way. All right, that's it. So we jump down there, we can take out this guy, have a little bit time to look around. So we came down from this ventilation shaft, and now we take a look around. Oops. Oops. That should have looked impressive, and it still looks impressive, though it's only this not so nice shaded Imperial Walker. But that was my intention, that you go there and say, ooh, that's cool. Now we try this door, but you need the red key, so we can't go on here. But there's a switch, we open it, and this door opens from the inside. This doesn't, the large one. This one opens, and this one opens. And they stay open simply because the Imperials can open it from the inside. So you can walk out again and have a look at the base where we entered through the wall and came here. And I think it wasn't not so long ago before I did this level that I realized that you enter these AT-AT walkers from up there. And I think it was some cross drawing, some drawings of or whatever. Yes, I remember. It was a drawing from episode 6, where one of these walkers comes to one of these shuttle these bases where not bases, but where Darth Vader's shuttle lands and where he imprisons Luke to get to the Death Star 2. And there's a walker. There the walker comes with the imprisoned Luke to this platform. Right. It's a platform, shuttle platform. And so I only realized it then that you board these really high things, these walkers from up there. So I thought, well, I have to do it so you can walk out there and go to the walker as if you're entering it. So we can't go over here, and it's a really, really large hall, I think, here, and that's why this door is so big. So let's look inside here. And thank you to all the guys who made such wonderful add-ons, like the R2 unit, the EG6 droid here, which I could call a power bank, a walking power bank, and the speeder bikes and the scout troopers and so on. We encountered within level 2 some of these speeder bikes and some of the scout troopers, so I thought they must come from somewhere. And maybe they come from out of this garage-like thing. Speed out here along the Imperial Road to intercept Kyle. That was because it was reported there's some maniac coming in, some rebel scum. Stop him! And all these speeder bikes go down the road and are finished off by Kyle in the end. So let's start here or go on here because that's obviously the way where we can go. Oops, there comes someone. And again, the same way that the Imperial hallways are made within my levels. I think we go into every door that we find. So you get shown everything. And everything as we encounter it. Here again I have very dark textures because again we have sleeping quarters. Already stuffed out. How to get that one. So again, and these were AT-AT drivers. These additional sprites, these AT-AT drivers and the scout troopers are a little bit new to you because when you play it first, because you never encountered them within Dark Forces, and now you encounter them. I always found it a bit hard to shoot them because I wanted to watch them. I wanted to watch the graphics that was done by somebody else. Well, there are threats within this universe. You have to shoot them. So let's go in here. Some storage area. And as you can see, all my storage areas look the same. That's also because I wanted the Empire to have it made everything all time the same. Maybe they have the same architect for everything, and this architect is one of these copy pasting architects that says, well, we've done it once with this wonderful red ceiling lighting here, so let's do it again. And we already get a blue key here. And we remember from levels 1 and 2. No, in level 2 there were no crates, but on level 1, there are crates, and there are yellow crates again. Oh yeah, crates with yellow walls. Here's one. Yes. Let's look here. There's no one. I thought there was one as well. All right. Now let's do this one as well. And go into here. And I've found a secret. And here we can jump up again and find another secret. That is simply the way it was done in level 1 as well. More or less, always I always wanted to hide goodies in crates and not having them lying around. I think we made it all here. So let's continue this lift down. That's all. Luckily, there are some crates within this hallway. Otherwise, you wouldn't survive it, I think, because these laser turrets are really, really badass. Here you can see I always thought, how does the elevator move, and how to do it that it doesn't maybe fall down or slide a little bit to the side or so. So at least I put in 2 of these rail-like looking things where it gets moved up and down. So that was always the thing to that it is plausible, physically plausible. So here the Empire obviously transports these crates. And here you see the door texture is not done correctly. I don't know what happened here, but the Imperial sign is not completely correct. Obviously this part here has to be the left part of the door. The texture has to be pushed a little bit to the side, to the left side. But anyway, up. Guys on the elevator. These blinking lines here, I thought they were really cool looking in the way of being in a cargo area where you really have to pay attention, because so that maybe the crates are not within the door when it closes or things like that. And here these striped white and red piles. Also, I wanted to have a little bit industrial-like look where the cargo is transported. So let's go. Oh, we also can use this one. Haven't been here, but we have been here. Oh yes, I know. This is where it leads into the corridor with the sleeping quarters. there we still don't know where it goes, but we continue driving with the elevator up. Yes, let's go. There the door is correct, by the way. Ah, these wonderful AT-AT drivers. I also found it very sad in the movie Trilogy, in episode 5, that you see the AT-AT drivers only I don't know, split seconds or what, 1 or 2 seconds, where what is it, Commander Veers or whatever says destroy the generator on Hoth, the power generator. You only see it very briefly, and it's so cool, but what a shame. And now you see them here and you have to shoot them. Okay, let's open this door, and now we are at the AT-AT. Normally it goes in here, so I thought maybe the crates are delivered by this AT-AT and it goes out here and down with this cargo elevator and into the storage room, from where the stormtroopers and the scout troopers and so on equip themselves. So they go out of their sleeping quarters and into these storage rooms, and that was the way it was done in level 1, and I think in level 1 as well. So we can look down here. Oh, maybe we can make them explode. No. Funny thing. Problem. And now you can imagine how it is if you sit there in front and in this head of the walker, and the door comes down and you walk down on this Imperial road along. It must be cool. Okay, we go down again. A little bit of a safety thing is that the elevator starts while the door is closing. Normally that wouldn't be allowed, I think. How shall we do it? Going up again. And to this door here. You see, this door looks different, because that is where it leads to the rest of the base. This is not the area where all the cargo is moved around. All the cargo doors have this big Imperial sign, and they go up. They go open to the sides, and this one goes up. So that was really intentionally to do it this way. And I think in this third level you will see it much more, because there are really even more elevators than in the first level. You will see that every elevator looks different, and that was also fun to do it, to sit there and think, how on earth could I do another different elevator? Maybe that's not logical, because the Empire at one point here in these hallways and in the equipment areas, the Empire seems to be repetitive and have a copy-paste architecture. But with the elevators, maybe the architect was free to be creative with elevators. So we have another elevator, and this, I can tell you, this works now, because you need the blue key to get this elevator working. So we need the blue key, the red key to go into the door down in the AT-AT hallway. Oh, there's one. And that was the first time, you will see when we drive now, I did an elevator that is even more, I think, industrial-like looking, with these oh, there's something down. With these metal grids here, and you still see the wall outside. And if you pay attention, you'd see 1, 2, 3, 4 times rails where the elevator is moving, or where it is moving. Well, that's also a security issue here, but that is with most elevators within Dark Forces. You shouldn't be able to touch a wall when you're within an elevator that's moving up, but who cares? You see again 2 stormtroopers beside the door. That's always my motto. And here we can go. I was also very grateful for these grey or black, nearly black officers that are walking around that were available as custom content. You may wonder why I don't go into the other elevator and I don't go down here, because there's still something to do and to... I can show you. Normally we would go in there now, but we need the red key as well. We also need it for the door down in the AT-AT hallway. So another elevator. It has its rails here, and it has even 2 buttons on 2 sides. You need the red key. Yeah, that's the door from the other side that leads to the hallway. You can see it if I go here. You can see the very large door with these double yellow lines. And that's a very large AT-AT door. So let's go into here. They already, and I got the red key here. And again, as we're headed on level 2 and in level 1, Imperials seem to smoke a lot. And as one of the viewers on Twitch, where I stream this now, said, at least only the bad guys smoke. That was a good comment. So here we have a very important looking switch. Let's open it, let's push it, and we see how this big door very, very slowly lowers. We can look at it because it's so beautiful. Yeah, we also can look at it from the outside. Oh, that's a good view. I never done this one. It lowers, and it has to be lowered into the ground because it can't be lowered made going up, because the station ends there. There's the roof, sort of. So it had to be lowered. It also could have been made going to the sides. It also would have looked cool, but I wanted to do these smaller doors as well, so troops can go out there, and you don't always have to lower this really, really big door. If only someone wants to go out there, they take this small door. If speeder bikes go out, they take this one coming out of the garage, and if more troops go out, they take as well this door, and only if the AT-AT comes out, they take the big door. And here again, you see, as it's always in my levels, I lowered this main gate a little bit, so it looks more real, more 3D like. And again, here are slides where it comes up and down. So now we have the red key. We can go up here, taking this elevator, and there Carpet22 says, the texturing must have taken forever. You mean the texturing for the whole level, I think. Yes, I think level 3 took most of the time. At the end of my level 1 streaming, I said that it took me 940 hours to do all 3 levels, and I didn't know how I got track of this time. 940 hours is a lot to get track of it. I don't know how I did it in 1995 and 96. and probably it's not fair to divide it into 3 because this part 3 tie base really took much more time than levels 1 and 2. We go up again. And now we go in here where we need the red key. Oh yes, I will stop where I am so I can shoot all of you. It's much better to have more cover. Oh, again, smoking. Oh, there's nobody. This part here should have been looking like some energy and computer thing. Also should look very, very industrial-like. And these fans, I like them. So, what can we do here? Oh, there's a staircase down there. So let's take it.
You're not on. You're in violation of Imperial law.
And you've noticed it, that we went down on a spiral staircase, and we are really on a new level now, down there. Let's open here. Again, two stormtroopers besides. Oh. Taking cover from the door is not too bad. And there we even get a yellow key. We still don't know that we need a yellow key. But if we went with one of the other elevators where I told you I won't go down with them, then we would have come from the outside and through this, and we wouldn't have been able to get any further because then we needed the yellow key, so we have to go back, and that is what I thought was not necessary to do now. So yellow key, more R2, one more R2 unit, and lots of displays and so on. That was also and always fun to how to combine it and how to use parts of it here and parts of it there. Yeah, well, now from the briefing we know this must be the Imperial, not the Imperial, but the, where is it? Objectives, yeah, plant a sequencer charge at the main computer. We only have 23% secrets now. So I put in a sequencer charge there. This is too easy here. Oops, and an alarm goes off. And if you watch here, we get attacked by these guns. So at the corners, a door went open, and oops. It's sort of like a security measurement. But we get a revive there as bonus, and we even get an extra life. It's maybe a little bit too much, but as I didn't know how the player copes finishing the mission until here, I give him this bonus. And you see the computer is even a sort of standalone computer. It's not directly attached to the wall. Yes. So there's a sequencer charge now, and we go on up here. And this part up here is only for visual reasons. I also could have done the door down here, but I thought it looks simply cooler to have these staircases here. And there's some fighting now. Oops. And there's somebody out there, obviously. Yes, they can walk around there because they can't shoot through the wall, through the windows. Jareth Cocker mentioned it in his playthrough of what's it? Star's End. These walls these windows where it appears to be some reflections, so you have the impression that it's a window. I think I enhanced it a little bit from one that was around on the net. So here we can't do anything more, but there are these funny looking doors. Let's have a look what they do. These are rotating doors. And as I test played it through some days ago, I realized that these doors are hovering above the ground. I don't know why I did it this way, why I didn't put it down. Anyway, if you look inside, there's another button, and that is made because if you enter now, you get stuck in here. Now you see we're inside. Here inside, on the map you can see it. We're inside, and there I needed another switch for people to get out again. Oops, there's one more. So, to give you the complete look of everything, I called down this elevator. Again with 2 buttons. I don't know why I put 2 buttons in there, maybe because it's cool. And this is where we were before. Up here it goes into the computer room, where the upper computer room, where we needed the red key, and down there's the elevator where we got the red key and where we opened the AT-AT door. So, and if we go here, up and up, and there's another lift. It's looking the same because they're parallel, these 2 lifts. Now we are here at the revolving doors again. So one lift is here, and the other one is there in the back. It's now up because we went up there. And these 2 had to look the same because I thought that they lead the same way from the AT-AT area to the next area. I will say, won't give it away now for all of you who haven't played the level. Let's open this door. So again, here these staircases, and at this time 2 and then 2 and then 2 is only made for visuals. And if you look at the walls, they come out a little bit. I thought maybe I even wanted to make it a little bit round, which wasn't that easy, or it could have been easier to do it with more polygons. But at least this way it looks a little bit different, and that's always the thing I wanted to imply, or to show you that it looks different. Here we could go there. Again, another door, or another way a door moves and another way it looks. I also wanted to do doors the most different ways I could imagine. And again, you can guess, very dark texturing, very low lighting, and lots of doors, lots of white doors. It's a sleeping area. And those of you who can recognize more than only stormtroopers know that these are TIE fighter pilots. We'll look at some more. Let's get a little bit shot because they are so cute. So again, there we have the blue, and here we have the red-orange like barracks. So we see a change in oh, we don't need it. we see a change in Imperial guys. Now we have stormtroopers and TIE fighter pilots. More at the beginning, we had the scout troopers and the AT drivers.
Stop where you are.
Oh, let's do this. Oh, he's shooting at his table and damaging it. He's in violation of Imperial law, I think, again, also. Oh, let's have him coming. Alright. Let's look for some shields. So that's it. Sleeping areas, sleeping quarters. Now let's try this corridor here.
You're not all.
It's a little bit like this the spiral staircase we had, but it's not spiral, but rectangular. But as well, there are more TIE pilots, TIE fighter pilots, and besides the door, 2 stormtroopers. So we go in here. All right, that looks really interesting with all these pipes here, and we hear a sound. If you hear very closely, it should remind you. I don't know if the tractor beam in episode 4, the movie, sounds the same, but it has some humming. I remember. And there we go and see. Oh, there are ties hanging from this walkway, and we have a really large hangar. And if we jump a little bit, there's the Crow. So they have the Crow in this hangar of this TIE base, and behind there is also a TIE fighter. And the hangar looks very much the same as it. Yes, just thinking. No, the hangar. I have to tell you this way. I have the Art of Star Wars book for episodes 4, 5, and 6. The black books, really cool books. You have to have, you have to possess them if you're a Star Wars fan. With lots of drawings and concept art, and with the whole dialogue of the movies. That's really cool. And at that time, at 1996, I even didn't have the Star Wars films in any way. I only knew it when we were watching it with a friend of mine, and so I looked in there, and there's this wonderful painting from this Imperial hangar in, is it episode 6, I think. And there I took from how these walls are with these lightings at the side, and how this pit-like thing is made. That's in episode 4, where the Falcon is on the Death Star. No, yes, on the Death Star, held by a tractor beam. And I looked at it very closely at this painting, and this matte painting, to do it exactly the same way, and to put it more or less at the same position where this in the end we learn that it's a lift or an elevator for troops to come up from wherever, but it looks like a real trap, like a falling trap. And I checked this matte painting to have it more or less at the same position where it is in the films. So you have an impression of, oh, I've seen that. That must be Imperial. These windows are the kind of windows we have on the Death Star when Alderaan is destroyed, where Leia and Tarkov are looking outside with Vader, while the Death Star destroys Alderaan. So there's nothing else to do but to push this button, and it says Tractor Beam 1 shut down. I must admit, at this point, Kyle couldn't know that there's a tractor beam. Maybe he recognizes the humming as being a tractor beam, and maybe he thinks, oh, my ship is down there, there's a tractor beam humming, so I shut this tractor beam off. It's always a good thing to shut tractor beams off. So we can still go up here. Oops! Some more TIE pilots. And we can walk here and look down there, and some of you will say, wow, what a nice vista in such an old Dark Forces game, Star Wars game. Yes, somebody says on Twitch, it's a bonus for folks who play TIE Fighter as well. Yes, that's right, because in TIE Fighter, oh, there is someone flying outside, but all the shooting from these Dark Troopers Phase 2 can't get in because of this force field that's already on. And in TIE Fighter, I think you learn that these TIEs do not stay on the ground, but they are hooked somehow and transported somewhere, and that they are dropped into space and then they fly away. So now you can walk here, and these two guys that we saw here, maybe they came from their shift, or they were going onto their shift to board these TIE fighters. I always wanted to do it a rail system that comes from... Ah! That was not good. That was not good. I hit the wrong keys on my keyboard. That was not good. Okay, I wanted to show you this. I always wanted to do a rail system where the TIEs are transported out there and then they can fly off. But that was impossible with the engine. That was a funny fall now. So let's go down. And we only can continue here. And another different looking elevator. Now it is it has 6 corners. That's how you can wake them up, sure. But still I get some shots. And not all of them are woken up. So what should we do? We can go down there. Have we any idea where we get to? Oh yes, we're getting to the large hangar. Oops, this door is locked. You can't open it. Oh, what's that? Again, ventilation shaft. You remember from episode 1, the prequels? They've got into ventilation shaft. Yeah, that's always the way to go somewhere. Oh, I think I can't shoot. Yes, I can't shoot through this grate. Anybody here? No. There's one more. All right. More crates mean more stuff to blow open. Let's collect this one. Some thermal detonators. We found a secret. Where was the second one? Oh, here, yes. It's so complicated, I even don't remember where they are. And again, I wanted to have it a way that I put the crates in a way that it's not completely in order. When normally you would expect that the Empire does it really correctly, putting them up side by side. Here it's not. That's maybe because I was sick of these long walls with lots of crates and everything looking so neat. And here, as they stay around, it looks interesting and different. I haven't been inside because it goes up here. And it goes into the next crate. And again, this is not possible because from the outside, I think they are even different crates. Yeah, we get into this power cell crate up here, and they are even different, so why should it go inside there? But on the other hand, it's a game. It's a game. I think there's some more. Yes. Go away from the explosion. Boom. And an extra life. So the life we've lost. Is there anything? Oh, there's a little bit of shield. So let's check. Check 100% secrets are found. And a little bit of a drawback when you have exploding crates, I think as far as I remember at least, is that you have to make them from floor to ceiling, because there's something, somehow the texture is changed or whatever. I'm not very much into Dark Forces editing anymore. It's, as I said, it's 26 years ago, and since then I didn't do anything. But I remember this, that you have to do the crate really up to the ceiling. Yeah, that's because when I can go inside, I think that's it. Well, I don't know how the Empire stores crates this neatly up there without any scratch on the wall. So let's continue. We change weapon because we've already seen that there are there's even a second one. That's it. And these guys, they can shoot each other with their rockets as long as the force field is still on. Oops. What do we hear here? Some humming. And another humming. And that's the humming we heard back when we were up here in these rooms as we were shutting down the there they are coming from. As we were shutting down the tractor beam. I think this was from one texture. I don't know if I altered something there, but that looks not so very well known. These switches here. I started to take bits and pieces out of existing textures and put them here and there, so it looks a little bit different and not always these already well-known parts. So we switch off tractor beam 2. Now we could go. Coming down here. Go to the crow. Switch off the magnetic force field that blocks the exit. So that's still a task to do. And up there we see a phase 1 Dark Trooper. Oh, maybe we can shoot it this way. That's an easy one. Yes, here's nothing more. We're up here with these ties. And as we can't open this door, it's still locked. We have to go through the ventilation shaft again. And up here. And through this door up there. Now we have the first. Wow, I can't. I'm really not capable anymore of fighting this guy. Oh, no, that's not a good idea. What weapon do we have? Don't we have numbers? Oh, he's down. Alright. So let's have a look around here, because now, except for the magnetic force field, everything is done, I can tell you. So here we get to see some different ties. A tie bomber, tie interceptor, another tie interceptor, one that's out, maybe on a mission, and another tie fighter. And here's even a tie bomber that is dismantled. That was really a little bit pain to do this, because I had to rip off the 3D object, and first I had to understand how it works and which of these parts are the wings and which is the body of the ship. But I thought this might be fun. Maybe it's the one. Ah, yeah, right. It's the one that is placed in here, because there we have 2 interceptors, and we have 2 bombers and 2 TIE fighters. That's it. So at the moment, I will check some of the stuff you write on Twitch. Hello, love the game. What specific parts of the game have you taken care of? I don't understand the question. Here's a custom map maker. Okay, yeah, that's the answer. We are doing author dev commentary. That was someone checking in on Twitch what I'm streaming here. So we either can go through this door again and through the ventilation shaft, or we just have a look into the shaft here and into the hangar. That's beautiful. And as I told you, originally I wanted to have some rail system that goes out here and there along the ceiling. Oops, where am I? Here and out into the hangar. Maybe only until here. I don't know. Maybe it was too much or whatever. Here it would have been possible to do it, I see now. But anyhow, I didn't do it. I even could have done clamps that are coming down here to these ties, and what you can do is you can ride up and do as if you enter the TIE fighter. Oops. Well, it's still falling down because it's only a 3D object. But that's the way the TIE fighter pilots get into their ships. So let's jump down. Still switch off the magnetic force field that blocks the exit. And as we come here, we hear this different sounding humming. done? Yes. And here I thought, well, the really the humming comes from somewhere here, and this should have looked like some massive thing, well, where the magnetic force field is generated, where the energy flows so that it can exist. And there's a really important looking switch, which is done the same way as in level 2, where you had to unlock the force fields for the bridge. I thought, well, very important switches always look the same. So our heroes always recognize them. Magnetic force field switched off. Oops, one of these dark troopers is already lying down. Oops, and he is shooting. Maybe you come out alive, I don't know. Wow. Wow, this is too much for me now. I'm not used to it. But, whoops. He got it. With my very last shot from the elevator, he got it. Well done, Kyle. Now you can escape from here. So now Kyle enters the Crow and can fly out here, where we also can go. So we can go up here and jump there and have a look at the scenery of this TIE base, of the hangar of TIE base. So, having shown you my third level now, we will end the game here and have a look what comes now. Yes.
After this Imperial intermezzo, Kyle continues his fight. Now, with the rebel spirit in mind, also thinks about joining the Rebel Alliance forever.
So you heard me doing a voiceover then, back in 1996, that he got the rebel spirit and that he joins the Rebel Alliance now forever. And now I list all the guys here who contemplated or whose work I used for the level. As I see the AT-AT at the moment, the 3DOs, I put in little 3D objects only as large as a little cube for guys who had a slow computer at that time. My computer wasn't that fast as well, and for me, the area where you see the AT-AT walker in the beginning was really jerky, and so I thought, well, that's not very nice to have something in there where it's hard to play and it's not so nice. So I also put as an add-on little cubes which you could put into the main directory. So the AT-AT that was within the GOP file was replaced by these little cubes, and suddenly it was gone, but the jerkiness also was gone, and you could play the beginning of the level with no jerkiness and with joy. That was how I had to do it, because as I said, my computer wasn't the fastest then. Now with nowadays computers and the Force engine as the game engine, it's no problem, of course, and we can see the AT-AT walker as it is. So Carpet22 asks on Twitch, did you make any textures yourself? Yes, I did. I don't remember for level 3 so very much now. Going through all the rooms, I think I put some together from here and there, but doing really my own texturing was a thing of my next level, which I will tell you now about. That was Prelude to Harkov's Defection. I will do a playthrough of this, my fourth level, tomorrow at the same time here on Twitch, and later it also will be streamed, will be put to YouTube, so you can watch this Harkov level also. And there I did a lot of textures myself, but here I don't think so many, maybe some alterations. Yes. So thank you very much for watching this very long video, this very long stream of my third level of Hoerby, of the Hoerby trilogy. We will see you again on each other on the net. We will write each other and watch also levels 1 and 2 of Imperial Outpost D42. They will also be on YouTube, and watch my Prelude to Harkov's Defection playthrough with a lot of development content, commentary then tomorrow on this at the same time here on Twitch. Bye bye, everybody. Well, I'm still streaming, but I've finished the stream in a way so it can be cut for YouTube. But I will answer some more questions. Carpet asks, did you make maps before this, other games like Doom? No, I didn't. No. I even didn't really think about it. I played really hundreds of Doom maps, but this was my first try. But as long as you play them and play more and more and more, and even as I did some or played the custom missions that were available then, I developed some sort of taste what I liked and what not. And yet another question is, do you have any background architecture programming? No, I haven't. At that time, I was studying physics. At the end, I ended up studying political science, political science. I don't know what's it called in English even. And chemistry. I did also studied a little bit chemistry, but no architecture, no programming. In one of my studies, I had a little bit programming in what was it, in Pascal, I think. But doing or being confronted with the inf language and doing all this architectural sort of work was for the first time, and it was really joy to do it. Yeah, thank you very much, all of you who watched it. I even have no idea how many people watched it now, because I don't have the Twitch tab now open. But thanks a lot, and tomorrow at the same time, that is 4 p.m. Central European and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard and 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will do my fourth level, as I told you, Prelude to Harkov's Defection. Yeah, which will be great fun, because that's the level I really like. Okay, bye bye everybody, and see you tomorrow.